Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with DVD. How are you doing? This is going to be a piping hot tea segment. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for this piping hot tea? Okay, so I have some Diddy news, and then I have my very first retraction. So let's get started. With the Diddy news, it's nothing more than more angst for Diddy, right? Diddy has now been dropped back to college dropout. Howard University, one of our esteemed, distinguished HBCUs, has now dropped Diddy as a honorary doctor. They rescinded his honorary doctorate degree, and they also gave him his $1 million back. Baby, let me tell you something. Congratulations, Howard University, for giving Diddy his $1 million back. Once I saw that they were serious about that thing, I said, oh, they serious. They gonna take the man honorary doctorate. And he did attend school there for 2 years. But again, he is indeed a college dropout. He did not graduate. Now, let us talk about the Jackson State University, home of the sunny boom of the South. I heard them say one time they were going to get a $1 million back. Get on down, Jackson State. That's my school, by the way. I haven't heard them say, hey, we're going to get that $1 million Diddy had promised us back. And I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if we're going to do the quote-unquote honorable thing. Now, I'm joking. I mean, I think it is preference. It's one of those things that you have a preference and a propensity for, right? Howard can't afford it, right? Howard gets donations all the time. And don't get it twisted. Jackson State, we get donations. We are a state school. And yes, we do get donations from the state, but we have the biggest, one of the biggest PWIs and most funded state PWIs in the country, which is Ole Miss. So, we're going to just say Ole Miss gets a lot of money, okay? Plus their alumni. We get pennies on the dollar from the state and then pennies from our alumni. So, I don't expect Jackson State to be giving that $1 million back, okay? And I don't judge them for it. I wouldn't even judge Howard if they kept theirs. Now that honorary doctorate degree, different story. But $1 million, I wouldn't judge them if they kept it. I mean, it is what it is on that. Now moving right along. As I was saying, I had my first retraction, right? So yesterday I reported, just like many other news outlets had reported, because we had got it from Media Takeout, right? Media Takeout had reported that there were some things that had went down with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And my favorite person on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Miss Kenya Summermore. Now, Kenya had her grand opening and for her spa. So it was reported that Kenya has been having drama with Brittany Eatley. Allegedly, what happened yesterday was Brittany said that she has GUNs for batches like Kenya Moore. Well, they came back and said that statement wasn't true. So all day, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, the statements were going around. This is not true. That's not true. This is what happened. This is what really happened. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. This didn't happen. That didn't happen. So forth. So I was paying attention. So I got my little information from Scotty. So when Scotty came on, he said that Brittany wasn't even at the event. Oh, here we go. I said, Brittany wasn't at the event? Say, wasn't that? But DJ Richard Scott and Diana Rose had also reported that Brittany had made that threat, allegedly. So that's why we have to cover ourselves by saying everything is alleged and in our opinion when we're doing commentary, because, you know, everybody wants to scoop, me, myself included. I mean, that is what it is. That's a part of being a commentator. You want to tell the story. You want to tell the story, but you also want to tell the story correctly. And that's why I'm doing my retraction. And that is okay, because bigger news outlets also have to do retraction sometimes and, you know, apologize. So my thing is, I'm apologizing to the show for saying that Brittany allegedly said that she had GUNs for bitches like Kenya. So apparently that didn't happen. However, it's becoming more and more apparent that Kenya did indeed put out the posters. And I'm going to tell you why they said she indeed put out the posters. Some illicit pictures of Brittany performing fellatio. I can't, yeah. I love Kenya, but I'm going to say this. She is not above it. But what made this story seem to be untrue to me is that they said that it was too much for Portia and she walked out. And she and Brittany are cool. I said, say, wasn't that? Why would she and Brittany be cool? But I will say this also. It may have been a situation where she just wasn't cool with her doing the pictures. Right? Because whether Kenya knows it or not, and I'm sure she does, because Kenya is very bright. How did she do this at her own event if she did that and she is not understanding the law? Right? Because if she and Brittany were into it and she showed these pictures from an argument or a disagreement that they had, let's just say that is revenge P. Right? And it is indeed very much illegal. And I'm going to say, Kenya had to have known this. It is weird if she didn't. And that's why I have to say Kenya is very bright and too smart to have put out this RP. Now, there was some tweets that came out. Kenya said on Instagram. Now, I'm just surprised at myself. What was I thinking? I thought I was following all the girls from Roar on my Instagram. How am I following Sheree's ass and not following Kenya? So, I was looking at writing divorce last night. Yeah, I'm trying to stay on top of this. And Rodney said that Kenya had, put something on her Instagram. But, well, us subscribers, we was letting him know that she had put something up on her Instagram because I just started following Kenya yesterday. And he said that she said, believe half of what you see and none of what you don't. I think it was something like that. I don't really know the saying because I'm not really into him, but it was similar to that. And yeah, that's pretty much what she said. And I'll say this. We don't know the facts. We weren't there. Page 6 did report. I'm gonna give shout out to Page 6 because we all know the Page 6 don't like Kenya, according to Kenya. She gives her information to B. Scott, her little leaks. That's why I say everybody does leaks. So how we dragging Kiki for leaking information on Love and Marriage Huntsville, that's a whole nother different story. You just have to be cautious, I would say, how you do the leaks, but everybody does. Neither here nor there. Now, Brittany came out, and on her Twitter, she said that believe everything you heard. Now, here's what I have a problem with what Brittany said. You know how I have a problem with Brittany said? Because they're saying she wasn't there at the event. Now, maybe somebody called her, texted her, or whatever, and let her know what had happened. But if she was not there, then she technically still does not have proof that Kenya did these things that they say she did. All I know is this right here. There were some leaks made. There were some tweets made. And Page 6 has confirmed that Kenya did indeed leak the pictures. So, if Kenya did this without good justifiable cause at her own event and possibly could have ruined her own event, I got to know the details because it seemed like to me Kenya would be too smart for that. Right? But, you know, you never know how far you will take things in the heat of an argument, right? But I'm just going to say, for women's sake, women's sake, I hope she did not do this. Because Kenya is my girl. Again, always team twirl. This is a forgivable offense if she did do it, because I know a lot of people don't like Kenya and they don't forgive Kenya for anything that she does. But for me, if Brittany's been taking her down through there like they say she have, then yeah, because even Drew said she was flabbergasted, and I know that Drew and Kenya did get pretty close because remember, Kenya was the only one at that reunion. Repeat, the only one at the reunion who took up for Miss Drew. Go back and look at my recaps and reviews for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you will see that she was the only one who took up for her. And with that being said, I'm going to close this Piper High Tea. When I get Piper High Tea, of course I'm going to bring it back to you, right? And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. But before I do, hit that like button, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button. You'll be notified when I upload a video. And likes. Listen, guys, likes. We cannot stress you enough how much likes push us up in the algorithm. I have 848 views so far on my arrest for Marshmallow Cheese Puff, Big Headed Maurice Scott. Looks like a golden moon pie. Golden moon pie head has precisely 848 views, and I have 10 likes on that video. And those 10 likes have pushed me up to the point where other people get to see that video. So if everybody likes it, just imagine if I had 848 likes. That's what they do. That's how the YouTube algorithm works. That's why we beg for likes more than anything. or dislikes or whatever you want to do. Just give me a rate. So I could be pushed up and I can get my little 1,000 views so I can get monetized, child. Help a sister out. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces. Again, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button so you can be notified when I upload a video.